We still haven't figured out how all the pieces to learn fit together. We still don't know exactly how much it costs. Right. We still are unsure the actual fiscal impact on our schools, our small schools. We don't know what it means for teachers who want to further their own education so that they can be better professionals in the classroom and they don't get anything in return. But it's not just learners. We're also staring down the barrel of, as a scientist, I would say just doesn't make sense. Because we used to believe in evidence-based solutions. We used to believe in saying, okay, let's look and see what worked and then apply what worked. But when you look at the prison bill that came out, the evidence is there. And the evidence says that when you invest in housing, in education, in mental health, those are the things that actually reduce the number of folks that need to go into the criminal justice system. And instead, we're going to put at minimum $500 million into building more prisons that will look nice and $30 million a year. So one has to wonder how in a state that is 47th in education, that is first in teen pregnancy, that is last in infrastructure, safe infrastructure, that is struggling with housing, that is the only state that doesn't protect renters, a state that when you ask, are there safeguards for consumers? We all know the answer is no. I mean, they will shut your stuff off real quick. So the question that we first ask ourselves is it only Arkansas? Clearly it's not. Tennessee is showing its true colors in some ways that are both shocking and not surprising. We see what's happening in Florida. And that there's an undercurrent of what I call incubation that exists. Incubation. You take something small, you let it grow, and then it spreads everywhere. And unfortunately, Arkansas has become, under this administration and these legislators, a place where some of the meanest, most vitriolic, least economically beneficial policies are being doused in yeast and allowed to grow. But here's the deal. We knew that was the case. We knew what would happen. We knew the possibilities of giving a certain set of folks the seat at the table and the keys to the vehicle. We knew that. And just like we knew that, we also know that when it's all said and done, hard work, continuing to show up, believing in each other, still makes a difference.
That's right.
It still makes a difference. And what I'm hopeful about is the fact that we have so much to build upon. Raise your hand if you're a teacher. An educator. Yes. Thank you for what you have done. Thank you for what you continue to do. And we need you all running for office.
That's right.
I'm hopeful because I think Arkansas is on the verge of having an army of educators
Yeah.
that say, you know what, it's time. I'm stepping up and I'm running. I'm running for JP so I can join Michael. I'm running for state legislative seat. I'm running for U.S. Congress. I'm hopeful because we're on the verge of that. Raise your hand if you are between the ages of 24 and 35. Put your hand down there.
Put your hand down something.
See that? Give him a round of applause. I encourage you all to continue to take leadership. Leadership in the party, leadership in your communities, and leadership by running for office and supporting those who are running for office. We see firsthand what happens when there's space at the table for you all. Now, I believe this generation in that age group is going to say, if you don't give me a seat at the table, we will kick the table over and make a new one. And guess what? I also believe that the Democrats in this room are saying there is space for you. There is space for you because we need you, we need your voice, we need your energy, we need your leadership. That's what we need. Raise your hand if you think you are a young Democrat. Go ahead, everybody put your hand up. For those who have it in their mind that they are still young Democrats, and that is okay. We need you. We need your wisdom. We need your encouragement. We need your prayers. We need your love. If you're a good cook, we need your food. We need, I'll get to that. We need the extra room in your house for when folks are out serving their community. We need you to be the air cover that says, no. We don't treat each other like that. No. You don't get to bash teachers and young folks like that. And those who were once young have the privilege of being able to do that. Because guess what? You don't need anything. You don't need anything. So use that privilege to help others. And that's what excites me. And when I think about where we are in this moment, and as I reflect on both the challenges and the opportunities, I can't help but think we had a $2 billion surplus. Yeah. And they have a supermajority. Instead of universal vouchers, we could have had universal broadband. Instead of banning books and pronouns, which is happening, we could have banned discriminatory practices.
Amen.
Instead of expanding prisons, we could have expanded affordable housing. Instead of letting preteens work in dangerous conditions without their parents' permission, without their parents knowing, we could have eliminated food deserts and made sure that no kid in Arkansas goes hungry. But $2 billion in the supermajority. And instead of requiring IDs for social media, we could have given you the tools they need to create new social media platforms. Instead of being mean, just mean and nasty, we could have shown what it means to truly love your neighbor. Could have done that. But that's not the path they chose. So we are here tonight to show them another path.
Yes.
We're going to show them the way out. That's why we are going to show them the way out. That's why we need an army of teachers signing up and stepping up. That's why we need an army of youth standing up and stepping up. That's why we need a lot of lottery tickets, a lot of raffle tickets. That's why we need you all. They just fell out of nowhere, right? So here's what I'm going to end on. Here's what I want you to do. Okay? There are 3 things I want you to do. And I'm a preacher, so those 3 things have 3 things underneath them. I want you all to give 1 breakfast a week. Give 1 breakfast a week. What in the world are you talking about? 1 breakfast a week, 4 breakfasts a month. Give it in your time. Breakfast, if you're sitting down for breakfast, let's say it takes an hour. Give an hour a week. Every week. That's 4 hours a month. Show up in the office and make the phone calls. Stuff envelopes. Knock on doors. Go to community events wearing your Democratic t-shirts and serve. Just serve. So give your time. But 1 breakfast a week, 4 breakfasts a month, give your talent, your skills. Some of you all are really good at cooking breakfast. Some of you all are really good at setting the table. Some of you all are really good at eating breakfast. Whatever your skill and talent is, give it to the party. If you are great at fundraising, talk to Sarah. She has a role for you. If you are great at political strategy, well, you might want to just write it down. I think we have enough strategists around here. Talk to Will. If you are great at door knocking and showing up, talk to Dustin. Give your time to the party. 4 hours a month. Let's make a commitment now of our time and our talent. 4 hours a month, our skills in that time. And lastly, give your treasure. Raise your hand if you are already signed up as a Heart of the Party member. Thank you. Now, Heart of the Party is real easy. You can do an automatic donation. Now, I said 1 breakfast a month. The average cost of breakfast, I'm gonna say $8, which that's not high. That's too high? $8. We're gonna say $8. My math works out better when I say $8. $8 a week, $25 a month. 1 breakfast, 4 times a month, $25. If everyone in this room signed up for Heart of the Party, it would be an infusion of energy into the party. And what does it go for? Yes. It goes for things like this. It goes to make sure that someone is there when they try to do just mean bills, that someone's showing up, someone's keeping track of what's happening. So give your time, your talent, and your treasure. That's 1 bucket. Next to a fast one. Second bucket, I want you all to call or talk one neighbor that's not here tonight. One neighbor. Call or talk to them within the next 48 hours. Let them know you were here. Let them know you care, and ask them what they need and how they want to get involved. One neighbor. Because you know what? If all of us talk to one neighbor once a week between now and November 2024, we got them, we moved them up the ladder. Now, some of them may already be involved and give them energy to get more involved. Some of them may not be involved at all and get them on the ladder. But if we talk to folks, one person a week between now and November 2024, we will show those lead folks the door.
That's right. Yeah.
We will do it, and we can do it. Now, I'm actually going to just do 2 buckets. I'm going to end with this. I love what was said earlier. The dawn looks like us. The dawn of the new day looks like us. It looks like us, and we in this room are committed to showing up for Arkansas. I said it on election night, and I meant it. I'm not going anywhere. And that is because this place matters. We matter. And we are on the verge of something amazing. So every force out there is going to try to stop us from getting there. And I say let's keep going. I say let's keep working. I say let's keep giving. I say let's keep supporting. I say let's keep showing up. Hold out your hand. Hold out both hands. Take a look at your hand. And as you're looking at it, I want you to think about what you dislike about this current world we live in here in Arkansas. We talked about meanness and being disgusted and feeling embarrassed. Now I want you to think about a world where the folks who actually represent your values are the ones who are making the decisions. Where the folks who actually know how to show love are the ones who are making decisions. Now look at your hand one more time. The world we end up with depends on what you do with those hands. Never forget that. If you use them to knock on doors, to make donations, to call people, to give hugs, to give high fives, to show up, if you use them, then we will get the world we want. If we stay home, we stay home, like a large portion of Arkansas did. If we stay home, we will end up with the world we have. But I am hopeful, and I believe, and I know that you all are going to do the work to get us to the world we want. I love y'all. God bless you.